Did this Super Bowl win punch his ticket into Canton?
Oh my goodness, man. This has been the uproar in the sports community ever since this went down. I feel like, so just to answer the question up front, no, this did not punch his ticket into Canton immediately, even though it was, yes, the first season out of prison and he's got a complete upgrade for everything and he's, winning the Super Bowl and doing this with McVay and being, damn near the same age as his coach for the youngest Super Bowl win ever for a coach. Okay, I totally understand all that. But I can't come out here and say that Matthew Stafford now deserves a spot in Canton just because he did that in his first year. Because, and again, we've heard about the accolades. 1 Pro Bowl, no All-Pros, no MVP, no Super Bowl MVP. And if we talk about specifically, because I kind of thought about it today, Hall of Fame criteria, it's very broad. Okay, we've got a lot of different types of players that are in the Hall of Fame. But for me, were you top 5 to 7 for most of your career at your position? That's not Matt Stafford. How many All-Pros do you have? Postseason wins, MVP votes, league-leading categories that truly matter in that year that you play. Matt Stafford doesn't have any of those, if many at all. And let's also look at who he competed with. Of course, Brady, Ben, Breeze, Manning, Favre, Rodgers. Like, there were so many people, and I understand that waters down potentially what he's done. And we're not taking away the fact that we don't think Matthew Stafford's good, that we don't think he's talented. But there have been plenty of moments in his career where he has fallen short. You can be as talented as you want, but until that converts, you can have all the potential in the world. How many players have we seen come into the league that have that type of potential? And I've heard a lot of people saying this: if Matthew Stafford will come forward for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons and really replicate damn near the same thing, then I can start to entertain that. But it can't be 1 Super Bowl for the first year out, winning at home. I can't just give it to him. Okay, the Hall of Fame bar is starting to get, like Sherman said, it's starting to get a little low. So let's not soften it up, because let's think, Devin Hester, who is without question the best return man in the game, did not get in. I get it, he's a return man, but he's without question the best at his position. And that was still hard. T.O. wasn't first ballot. There are plenty of players that didn't go in. So it's going to be tough for Matt to go. We had a whole uproar about Julian Edelman, which Edelman has more of a case than Stafford because he produced 3 times in 3 Super Bowls and 3 big moments. I got to let you go here, obviously, but I can't give it to Stafford just yet.
Matt Stafford is currently 12th in passing yards. He's 12th in passing touchdowns, and we're talking about all time. So his numbers, they're definitely way up there. So when you look at the quarterbacks that are ahead of him in those categories, there's 12 of them. 5 of them are in the Hall of Fame. 3 of them, we know they're first ballot Hall of Famers, but I mean, just to give you a point of reference, the 5 that are already in are Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Dan Marino, Fran Tarkenton, and John Elway. They're already in. The ones that aren't in are Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and those are the 3 first ballot Hall of Famers that are ahead of them. Now, there's a couple of more guys that now we get to this fringe situation. Mm-hmm. Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, and Phillip Rivers. Those are the other quarterbacks that sit ahead of Matthew Stafford, most of which have played more games than he has. But if we give you a little bit more perspective, Matt Stafford averages 37.5 pass attempts per game, which is second all-time behind Andrew Luck. He throws the ball a lot. That's why his numbers are so high.
Yeah.
The whole time he was in Detroit, as I've told y'all on multiple occasions, he generally is at the top of the league in pass attempts. So you should have lots of yards like that. So I'll tell you on the eye test, Eli, Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers, Matt Stafford, no. But in reality, Phillip Rivers is the only one of those quarterbacks I named that's not getting in. Matt Stafford is going to get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude has a Super Bowl. He's going to end up top 10 in yards, top 10 in touchdowns. He's 53rd all-time in interceptions, which you're like, oh, that's high. No, actually, it's not. There are a lot of notable quarterbacks that are way high in that category. I mean, we all know Brett Favre is first. Dan Marino is ranked like 7th all-time in interceptions, and he never got a bowl. I mean, he got a lot more Pro Bowls, but it's like, hey, what are you valuing more than the Super Bowl rings? So, I mean, if you measure Matt Stafford up to Phillip Rivers, which one of them are you saying is actually better?
Right.
Win-loss record, Phillip Rivers has a better win-loss record. Phillip Rivers has thrown for about 14,000 more yards than Matt Stafford. Granted, he did come in the league in 2004, and Matt Stafford came in 2009.
Yeah.
So, in 5 years, clearly Stafford will pass him. He's thrown for 100 more touchdowns. He's thrown for about 40, 50 more interceptions. Phillip Rivers has 8 Pro Bowls to Matt Stafford's 1.
Yep.
But he has no Super Bowls. Stafford's got 1. They both have a comeback player of the year. Phillip's playoff record is 5-7, though. And now, up until this year, we were destroying him for this. Matt Stafford's playoff record is 4-3. Now he's above 500. Because he got 4 wins this year. Completely flipped the narrative. So, I mean, although I don't think that that Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Famer, he is going to be a Hall of Famer.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Like, though, he doesn't have to come out and replicate this season for the next 3-4 years. He just has to come out and keep putting up numbers the way he has been.
Right.
He's never been bad. No one's accused the dude of being terrible. He just hasn't done anything spectacular enough for you to say that he's a Hall of Fame caliber guy.
Right.
But now that he's got that Super Bowl under his belt with all those stats, his numbers look better than Eli's, but Eli got 2 Super Bowls. His numbers are comparable to Big Ben's, but Ben has 2 and he's been to 3.
That's right.
You know, the difference between him, Big Ben, Eli, and Phillip Rivers is his team.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers had some amazing teams.
Right.
I mean, the 2007 season, the Chargers went 14-2. The only reason no one remembers that is because New England was 16-0.
Right.
It's like, damn, the best year you have, someone decides to run the whole table.
Right.
They made it to the AFC Championship game that year, and they lost to the same New England team, and it was a tight game. It was like he never could actually get over the hump, and up to this point, Stafford couldn't do it either, but now he's done it. I mean, when it's said and done, Matt Stafford is getting into the Hall of Fame. He's not going to be first ballot. He's going to have to wait. No, just like to your point, you were talking about Devin Hester and Terrell Owens. He's not getting in first ballot. He probably won't get in 5th ballot. He's going to wait a long time.
Yeah.
But eventually, he's getting in. I mean, that's the same thing I tell you about Matt Ryan. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But he's getting in. If he retired this year, it may take 10, 15 years for him to get in, but he's going to get in somewhere down the